Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a quick video to show you how to take some of the information you get from the teacher working conditions survey and collapse it down by each of the different domains that are found there. Because there's a lot of items and sometimes we wonder how to bring those together and make them more manageable. So I'm showing here the TWC website. Go ahead and type in your school. I'll use my children's school as an example. And then you can just click on this reports feature. If you click on the middle one, it shows you these tables and you can export to Excel. When you do that, the file will open and it will provide you by each of these domains with the state, district, and school percent that agree or strongly agree with that indicator. And notice that it puts each of these indicators on separate worksheets. So I find that it's best to be able to take all these and put them on one worksheet to work from. So I can just see them all in the same space and I can create my graphics there. So to do that, what I like to do is create a new sheet by hitting this plus button. And I'll move it over to the front. So it's the first thing I see. And I'm going to just retitle this all. That'll be all data. And then what I do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab first this first indicator of time, and I'm going to stick it in this sheet. And when it comes in, you can keep your source column widths, which is kind of nice. It just keeps the formatting. Let me make this a little bigger for you so you can see. Okay. And this one was time. And so I've labeled that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the video and I'm going to do that for each one of these indicators so that they're all on this one sheet. Okay. So I have just finished gathering everything onto a single sheet. Now notice that Excel is giving us this little green triangle, which is telling us that these numbers are actually stored as text. So what I can do is just now highlight down the entire column and click this and hit convert to number. And what Excel will do then is change all these into numbers. So now I can take an average. So in this state column, I'm going to indicate that I'm doing a formula of an average by doing =, average, and then selecting that column. This will now give us the average percent that agree on these indicators in the state over time. Now I want to do the same for district and school. And a quick way to do that is there's a little tiny, if we zoom in here, there's a little tiny green square in the corner. If I grab that and drag it over, then Excel will autofill. So I can see that the state was 68.29. The district was a little higher. So Wake County was a little lower, excuse me, at 67. And the school itself, Holly Ridge Elementary School, was at 75. So if I want to think of like a summary indicator for time for my school, 75.94, about 76% of the people agree with this area of time. So what I'm going to do now, and I'll speed it up again, is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to average for each one of these domains so that we then can create a table that just have each of these individual domains by their averages. Okay, I have finished doing the average for each one of these big domains. And now what I want to do is create a table that summarizes everything that I just created. Okay, so we just have a condensed place where all of this information is found. So for table one, what I want is I want the state values, I want the district values, and I want the school values. This is the percent that agree by each one of these domains. So it's time, it's facilities and resources, and I'll go down. And so for each one of these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the values and I want to paste them in here. Now, Excel's asking me, what would you like me to paste, this reference? So when I click this clipboard, I'd like it to do the values and the number formatting. Okay, so that grabbed our average here, and it has populated that within the text. So I'm going to do that for each one of these indicators. I'm going to fast forward again so you don't watch me doing that. And we'll have our table. All right, so I finished creating that table. You can see it's, we can play with the formatting a little bit if we wanted to make it look a little nicer in terms of having a line at the top and the bottom. Maybe that overall we want to highlight with a top and a bottom border. We'll just do a bottom border there. But you can see each one of these indicators. So now we've taken what was a large, many items from the teacher working conditions survey, and we collapsed them down by averaging the percent that agree at the state, district, and school levels. In another video, I'll show you how we can take this table and create a bar chart that can highlight these differences.